You're in a unique situation in that the first book that you wrote, Aragon, you wrote when you were very much a boy. And you've continued it and you finished it as a grown man. And that I'm really curious to see how that influenced the change in the writing and where the story went.
Well, I mean, I had a lot of the story established before I actually started the first book, which shaped what I was able to do in later years and later books. However, I mean, I agree with everything that's been said about world building. My own approach to world building has actually changed over the years, and partly because I was growing up while doing this. I mean, to me, world building is a sequence of asking questions or proposing things in your world, and then, working out the consequences. And as I've gotten older and as I've gotten more experience, I've gotten an ever greater appreciation for the way that the underlying structures of a culture and a world influence what is and isn't possible. So often, when we say world building, what we're saying is, well, I'm saying there's this cool thing and that cool thing, and they kind of work this way or that way, but ultimately the deep implications and deep logic isn't worked out. And you read history, and something like World War II, for example, did not, we didn't win that war, and our allies didn't win the war because it was cool. There were very sound logistical reasons for why we won that war. And as I've moved forward with my world building, I've focused ever more on that sort of thing, like, if there are dragons, how would that actually influence the world? And then, of course, within that, yeah, you spend all the time working out the mechanics, and then you still have to tell a story about people that the readers are going to care about. On the flip side, though, that world you spend so much time working out will influence the lives of those characters in return and make it richer and more interesting, and maybe even give you some unexpected story twists that otherwise would not have occurred to you because you default to the cliches, you default to the cool stuff that, the rule of cool, as TV Tropes would say, that horrible website. So it's been a learning experience for me, and I feel that I'm not at the end of it, that this is something I'm going to continue to develop for many, many years and continue to learn at for many years.
So